This is Damon Stevens, FinWealth Builders. Today is Monday, April 18th, 2022, the stock market update for trades of the day. And if you were a swing trader or a long-term trader, today was probably not very eventful for you. But if you were a day trader or scalper, there was opportunities in both directions, especially if you're on the SPY, Apple, or Tesla, or some of these others. They just swung both directions. And we did close down a little bit. We were green for the day for a period of time, and then we turned red. And then, boy, end of the day, little rally here. We'll talk about that when we get to charts. But I was watching that end of the day, and I was just smiling because I could see exactly what was going on, and was curious to see what the outcome was going to be. And I was actually trading, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's get right into it. Take a look at what's going on and what we can possibly plan for tomorrow. Just know we're not financial advisors. The things we're sharing with you is for just information purposes and just sharing with you what we're doing, hoping to help other people make money as well. And just make sure that you're careful and you're trading responsibly. And if you do want to join our free Discord and also get alerts for trades of the day, we post some pre-market, so all of our numbers are ahead of the open of the market. So definitely join us there. You can get the link to it on finwealthlive.com. You can also get a free training out there, and then also have a membership out there as well. So definitely join us, at least for the mornings, and to get in there and take a look at what's going on. And if you're in the middle of the day trying to figure out what to look at or what to possibly chase, then check out our Discord and see what we have posted out there. So with nothing more, let's get right into it. Take a look at today. So Dow Jones closed down 0.11%, NASDAQ down 1.14%, and S&P 500 down 0.02%. So you can see we overall ended flat for the day, but you can see this volatility today. You see we kind of started up, back down to lower lows here, curved up here to a high, back down to low, and back up to a high. So any of these, if you're a scalper, this was your best day. And even if you're day trading, some of these runs here definitely would benefit you either on the long side or the downside. And you see pretty much all the charts pretty much look almost identical. You see from the heat map that definitely healthcare, consumer defense, and some of the real estate, some of the others were down. Our FANG stocks were kind of a mix, but there was opportunities there, especially the finance, some of the high techs, Tesla, really, really well. Looking at the scanner, CASA, I had this one on there on the open here, the ENSV, but didn't really get into these much because I was just in the main trading action here. Looking at our earnings coming up here, so Avis at the end of the close, so tomorrow is really where I'm starting to focus. You can see there's something pretty much every day. So Marriott tomorrow, Roblox, Upstart, Airbnb, Solar Edge for tomorrow. On Wednesday, Shopify, Trading Desk, Nvidia, Crocs, Cisco, Fastly. Actually, I'm interested in that one too. And Marathon Oil. So a lot of trading here on Wednesday. I'll be watching this volatility here to see what we can get off of there. And then Thursday, Palantir, Roku, Dropbox, Yeti. So a lot on Thursday as well. And then Friday, DraftKings and John Deere. So definitely a lot of action here this week. Some big companies. So I'm looking for some volatility here, plays, and definitely some opportunities to take advantage of some of these earnings reports. Something to be aware of and to watch for, and hopefully take advantage of what the market's offering this week, which is a great opportunity for volatility. If you're a day trader, swing trader, or a day trader, there should be something here for everybody. Long-term traders, if something comes down far enough to discount it, might be an opportunity as well. So that said, let's kind of get into some charts here. So Apple, you can see here, Apple pulled down today, actually kind of rallied up, and then it pulled back under the 100 moving average and closed underneath the 100 moving average and right underneath this candle here. I don't like that it broke below the candle. That is bearish momentum. We aren't below, the 200's down here, but we're closing here. If we don't get above the 200 in the morning, if we don't see Apple rallying overnight or on the open, we could possibly have some downside tomorrow. Turnaround Tuesday, we did come in flat. So overall, I think we can go either direction. My bias is to the upside, but I could be totally wrong. So, right with the Apple, it looks like we're going down. if we don't rally off the get-go or overnight. But we'll see. I'm going to be watching Apple really closely to see, are we above 166 or, around 165 or below. And that'll probably tell me which way, the market may be going tomorrow. BABA week 2 as well. See, we came all the way back down here, all the way back into our channel on downward momentum on BABA. So that's not good either. So, can we break back out of here? It's possible, but, you can see here where we kind of curve down and continue to curve down to lower lows, lower highs. So just be careful out there. It looks like everything looks like it's downward momentum. Netflix, we talked about this, in our videos that we could be coming down to a double bottom, very well where we could have been. You can see we bounced here. So is it possible to bounce from here and start to work our way up? It is. We do have resistance here at 396.50 to rally up here. We even have the 20 out here at 361. But if we break down below this 329 area, definitely be coming down lower. Nvidia. So we did close above our trend line here, which is good because we were below it into last week, which is very weak and more bearish. But, it was just a bullish flag. It's, it's possible, but just looking for, us to stay above this trend line. If we can, then hopefully we can rally back up towards, the 200 moving average here at 236. If we break below this, then we could come down here to 206.50 to find support or lower. Tesla is a nice consolidation here that we see right above the 50 and the 100, but kind of sandwiched between the 20. So if we can break above this 106, look for a rally. If we break below 970, looking for a short. Oxy, sitting here consolidating for several weeks, we're just kind of grinding up and down here. Really, you need to get above 63.25 to start to rally up here. Otherwise, we might just kind of be in chop fest right now for a while and just kind of chop back and forth. J&J pulling back from the highs. It did break below the 20 now, so showing some weakness here. Hopefully you get support here, down here, 175, 174 area and bounces. If it doesn't, then we, could be coming down lower. If we get back above 178, we could start to, rally back up towards the highs again. Looking at BAC, so Bank of America, because finance was starting to do well. We will look at each sector, just at least one stock in each sector, so we can see if there's a shift in the market that we should be paying attention to. And at least today, Bank of America, we had earnings on a lot of banks last week, last week. So looking to see, how they play out this week. But Bank of America came below the low because we put in a lower low, but we bounced up above this resistance level, closed at 38.85. So looking for a play up to 46. If we get back below the 38 level, we could be coming back down much lower. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely check out our videos and share these videos and like us so we can continue bringing this content. Hopefully this helps you as well. Just a few training tidbits that we put in the videos along the way just to kind of help those out that may be new. And those that are experienced, hopefully you get something from this as well. At a minimum, we want at least to share what we're working on, what we're looking at, how we see the market, and hope it helps you in your own trading. 10-year bonds. So 10-year yields up high again. So we're at these highs again. So we're elevated. So watching the yields. So this all kind of plays into the long-term plans and inflation and everything else. So we're, when we see these elevated, it's just something to watch. So hopefully we stay flat there. Dollar, we're elevated again, back up to highs. We're back almost to $101. That's very elevated. So, we could see a huge impact on inflation and other areas with this dollar elevating here. So watching this one, being cautious on the market. I think the market wants to be bullish, but there's a lot of indicators out there showing that this could turn real quick. The VIX showed us that, we got a nice rally that, caused some of these dips today, but we closed below the 200 today, below 22. If we can keep this momentum going down and not get the VIX to pop back up again, that's good for the SPY and for the market to rally up. So we'll see if turnaround Tuesday means on the upside or the downside, but this is critical. Watch the VIX on the open. and pre-market, and then also to kind of look at the overall market as a whole. SPY, this is what I was laughing about today. I was watching this SPY, going back and forth, and then I saw it drop below the 200, and I could just think, is this thing going to close above the 200 or at the end of the day below it? And I know it wants to do one or the other. We'll see what it does. When it's below it, I was like, okay, is this the sign that you're saying that you want to go much lower? Is that what you want to tell us, that we're ready to pull the rug out and drop low? Or are you going to close above the 200 at the end of the last minute? And sure enough, the last few minutes of the market, we rallied from below the 200 right back to the top of it and closed. So it just, I don't know, I find it humorous. I don't know if anybody else does, but I find it kind of humorous because I just love it when you can see the chart and see the decisions that are going on and trying to see what the market's wanting to communicate to you when you're getting ready to close out and it's showing one sign and then ends in a different direction. So anyway, just my sense of humor, I guess. But yeah, glad to see we close above that. We'll see if we break back below the 200 on the open or pre-market. We could be coming back lower. If not, we could just rally back up here again and just continue to stay, in this short range here. But it's okay for scalper day traders because you can make money on these runs. But really, we need to get above 444 if we want to rally out of here. And if we break below 437, we could be coming back down here. We got a long way down to 420 area, even 410. So just something to watch for. Triple Qs, same thing. Nice rally at the end. Got it back above the 20 moving average. So just funny to watch this. But yeah, we closed up, above the 20 again. So that's good. You see a wide range here today. So that should have provided lots of opportunities for people. And so we need to just see if we can rally up here, get above 340 and start to rally up here. If we break back below the 20 tomorrow, 338 area, we could come back down that candle. Semiconductors, they're kind of in this little chop area. We got this range that we're in. We're about halfway up this candle. It's possible we could test the upper part of this candle. So, possibly go to, 247 tomorrow. If we don't, and we've already retraced 50%, maybe we come back down here and test this 237 again. Dow Jones, we're on this descending triangle here, this wedge, if you want to say, and we are above, right, the sandwich right in between the 50, the 20, and the 200. So we might consolidate here again, until we find a breakout. So we'll just watch this one, but very tight ranges. And you can see that try to break out above the 100 and this, our trend line here coming down here and bounce back down below it. So shows that there is some bearish momentum in there. IWM, so we're just kind of in this range here, pulling back and forth, just chop in this wedge. So just looking to see, we really need to break out, above this 200 area, 201, or we're going to need to break down below 196 to start rallying or falling down here. So just looking for a direction, really, for the market to show us which way it wants to start going, and then we'll hop on board and continue to ride the train. So financials, you see this nice grind down here on our trend line here, and we continue to grind down. So until we break out and start to rally up, we could just continue chopping down here and maybe put a double bottom here around 35. So just keep an eye on this. We did close on the high end of this, but we're still below all the moving averages. So just something to be aware of. XLE, so energy, new highs, got some new highs in here. So where do we go from here? We talked about, 83, 84. Still think that's on the docket here, maybe even 85. So just looking for a continuation play up here and a rally up here since we're on new highs. XLV, so healthcare, had this little pullback here, kind of put in a bear flag and came down below the 20. So now we're sandwiched between the 20 and the 50. So we really need to get back above, this 138 area to rally back up. If not, we could possibly, fall and come down here to this 135 area and to find support. Gold's kind of grinding its way up higher. It had a little bit of a breakout over the last few days, putting in a bull flag here. We're not quite at the top of this candle here, so 1989 is where I'd like to see us kind of go to hit before we break out to the next level. Bitcoin is kind of chop fest here in this little tight range here. Still play. I mean, this weekend it was a play. You have $300 or $400 moves. So so you can still play even though you're in this little level area of this wedge here, but you need to make sure that you're catching, buying off of support, selling into resistance, or if you're shorting, to make sure you're shorting on that move back down, so that you don't just get chopped out. Ethereum, same thing, just right here in this tight range, looking for a breakout above, this 31.11, or break down in a short below 29.53. Luna, try to rally back up here. It's sandwiched between the 20 and the 50. So looking for a break above 91 for a run, or a break below 89 to short down probably to the bottom of this candle. So that's our stocks, our cryptos, what we're looking at in the marketplace. Tomorrow's turnaround Tuesday, but we finished flat. So any direction is possible. You got to watch pre-market, watch the VIX for a direction indicator for tomorrow, and see where we're headed. And hopefully, if we bounce off this area where we have this nice little doge at the end of the day, maybe we can rally back up and start to rally up. If we fail support, then expect some more downside. So just be careful on the side of the trades that you're on, and stay safe out there. We'll post our video. We're going to post our numbers out for tomorrow morning. So definitely check out the Discord, and we'll touch base tomorrow night, see how your trades went, see what we should be looking at for the next day, and make sure we just continue to prep and take advantage of this market, especially with the volatility that's going on right now and all these earning reports. So everybody stay safe out there. Have a great night.